This is new Toa Sakon Phevts. He's like the guy who stays quiet in the corner of the classroom. In other words, his personality suddenly changes. I will talk about such things in this video. Anyway, stay tuned for more watching Carpo.
Run, see car, pow.
Let's start by introducing the exterior. When I saw the front design, I liked this design. The air intakes at both ends and the grille at the bottom of the car that connect to them add to the sporty look. When I turned to the side and looked, I personally might not like it that much. The reason is that the design near the window is too simple. But there's something I like about it, that's it. I like the way the rounded black paint falls flat in the front. Also, the way the tip of the tail lamp is connected to the press line is a good impression. I looked at the back, but I honestly felt that it had little personality. However, I felt that this part was sporty and cool. Let's start running impression. First, let's talk about driving around town. Yes, it's a comfortable ride around town. It's easy to drive with good visibility, and you can doctor comfortably in this speed range. However, when you increase the speed range, this guy's personality changes. Now look at me. Your personality will change. Do you understand? The acceleration is sharp, but there are also bad parts. That is it. The suspension is so peaky that it's easy to half spin when you pick up speed. Therefore, I do not recommend flying at high speeds in the city, unless you want to say hello to a local resident's car. Yay! But the V8 engine sound and acceleration are great. Now let's move on to verifying suspension performance. Speaking of suspension settings, we're talking about suspension settings, but what will happen? Let's try the one with the biggest step first. Uh-oh, it's bouncing. Everyone has a 30 limit. Yuck, it was a violent tremor. It doesn't look like Toa Retrovac might have been more comfortable. What about small steps? This seems to be stable. Well, the smaller ones will reveal their true colors once they speed up. Let's speed up a little bit. Oh, it does bounce after all. Maybe it's because it's a sporty grade? In any case, there is no comfort on rough roads. Finally, I'll run at full throttle to gauge the overall performance of this car. The ride itself isn't bad. However, there is a problem with the soft suspension that is common with Toa cars, and there is a lot of roll, which affects the ride a little. Therefore, the sportiness is weak, and when turning corners, the pedal pressure is weak and the peakiness comes out strongly. It may be difficult to expect sportiness from this car. It's like this. The peak is right there, but the moment you touch it, you are thrown off. This behavior is difficult for a bad driver like me to handle. This is the final evaluation of Toa and Sekon. Avoid, consider, shortlist, buy. I would consider it. At least it's not a bad car. However, it's not a car that suits everyone. That's why we recommend that you consider it carefully. Anyway, please give me a high rating.